And we're going to get started here as we have the last game of this Friday night playoffs for Game 3s in the first round. We have the 3-seeded Houston Rockets heading home to try and sweep the 3-seeded Denver Nuggets. I meant the 3-seeded the 6-seeded Houston Rockets. The Nuggets have really struggled in this series so far as it's been back-to-back blowouts and MVP performances by Russell Westbrook. We'll see if the Denver Nuggets can react in Houston. Big game, what do you think is the result after tonight's game? Will Denver be seen in game 4, or is Houston going to end this series tonight?
Well, I'd hope with players like Jokic and Jamal Murray that they will be seeing another day. You'd hate for it not to be like that, but with how they played in the first two games so far in the series, it has been very ugly to watch.
Yeah, it's been very disappointing out of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is an elite center in the game, and yet he hasn't done anything against a much smaller PJ Tucker in game 2. And in game 1, he had a great game, but the others around him just couldn't do anything. And as we look at the Houston Rockets, it's really been James Harden hasn't done much in this series yet. Yeah, it's been Russell Westbrook stepping up, as Big Game and I both agree he's been the MVP of the playoffs so far.
Yes, he has, and he's played incredible here so far in the first two games of this round one against Denver. We'll see if he has another MVP type performance here to try and close out here at home in game three.
And that game 2 for the Nuggets in Denver, one of the worst playoff losses, especially in a 6-minute quarter game. Big Game, how do they forget about that game and move on to game 3 in Houston, down 2-0?
Well, they have to scratch the playbook on what they had because obviously it didn't work out for them at all in the first two games of the series. So they got to kind of revamp it. We'll see if Mike Malone has anything for that. As Westbrook misses there to start the game, but an offensive rebound right away.
Russell Westbrook for another shot. He misses. And besides Jamal Murray and Jokic, do you think anyone else needs to step up for the Nuggets?
Well, I think off the bench they need a better performance out of Michael Porter Jr. along with Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant they acquired from Oklahoma City this offseason, and he has not planned out how they've wanted him to so far here in these playoffs, as he's done nothing but hurt them offensively.
We'll see if Will Barton can score. He can't. The Rockets' key so far has been taking advantage of poor shooting first halves out of the Nuggets, or even outscoring the Nuggets in a decently shooting performance in game 1 of this series. Oh, and there's
Oh, Jokic
Jokic.
down low, and he finishes. He had Harden on him, and that's what you like to see out of Denver right there.
Russell Westbrook being left wide open, and he hits a 3. Really don't understand that move by Mike Malone. Keeps telling Jamal Murray to hang off for Russell Westbrook, unless Jamal Murray's doing that on his own, challenging Russell Westbrook, as Russell Westbrook's proved this series he can knock those down. Oh, and it gets hit around, but it stays in Gary Harris's hands.
Oh, Will Barton
Jokic
tries
is
to step back.
there.
No, Jokic rebound, and he's fouled, and he's going to the line for two. Covington picks up his first.
And he knocks down both free throws.
Oh, Westbrook another three. No good. Jokic another board. Up to Gary Harris. Denver
And
running.
oh,
Gary
he
Harris pull
takes
up. No
questionable
good.
shot. We
Westbrook is
understand
0
that
for 5 to start, but yes, Gary Harris really struggling there with
he's
a
going to
tough
take
pull
another
up. And
one. He
Westbrook
drains
again.
it.
Oh, and he hits that one.
And we understand how fast Russell Westbrook is, that you can't really give him a step, otherwise you're gonna get blown past, but you can't allow him to hit those shots when he's hot like he is. Oh, and he blocks
Oh, and
Jamal
a
Murray.
block there. Westbrook now after he made that three. Oh, and he shoots another three from the corner. That one's no good. Westbrook now, I believe, has shot 4 or 5 threes here. He's hit 2 of them.
And this is what you call volume shooting out of. Oh, Gary Harris wide open. Can hit. This has been volume shooting at the core by Russell Westbrook. We'll see if he shoots another. As he has Jokic on him, he
Oh,
does.
he does a pull up.
Wow.
Westbrook, obviously showing he has the green light here at home after his first 2 games in the series. Barton now takes a three, and that's good. Or
It's
is
a
that
two,
D2? A
actually. Wow,
D2,
on
they
the
call it.
line. As you saw
He
those
ties
stats
this
there,
game up
Russell
at
Westbrook
6.
is 2 for 8 from the field. And big game, I'm guessing if you're Mike D'Antoni, you just don't discourage shots out Russell Westbrook. You tell him to keep shooting.
For sure not. For how he's played here in the first 2 games of the series, you cannot tell that man to stop shooting.
Jamal Murray with the
Murray pulls up,
mid-range,
and
knocks
he
it
hits
down.
it.
Some much better Nuggets offense so far in this game. Russell Westbrook's going to take
Westbrook
another
again from
three.
3. No
Wow.
good.
Nice
Oh,
pass
and
up to
up
Will
ahead they hit
Barton.
Barton, who throws it down. Timeout, Rockets down 10-6 here in Houston. And you've already seen more missed shots out of Russell Westbrook tonight than you have in all of Game 2.
And we're going to come out of the timeout as Denver leads this game 10-6 in Houston. We'll see both benches come in. Oh,
Oh, turnaround,
Jeff
tough shot
Green
by Jeff
can't hit.
Green, no good.
Here comes the fast
Monte
break.
Morris drives.
And one.
Monte Morris finishes. Jeff Green picks up the foul. Monte Morris with a nice finish there.
Oh, but he misses
The
the
free throw, though. Can't capitalize on the possible 3-point play. Eric Gordon up ahead, wide open 3. No good. Rockets really struggling here. Oh, Michael Porter Jr. pull up, no good. And Denver just not driving here on the Rockets with no center out there, and it's not worked out here. They have a 6-point lead, but they should be up by more.
Oh, and that's
Jeff
blocked
Green
by
to the
Grant.
blocked. Jimmy Grant with back-to-back great defensive plays. Plumlee at the 3-point line, no. Passes to Morris out on the wing. Plumlee comes to set the screen, nope. Oh, goes back to the corner at the 3-point line now. In the corner, back to Morris. Little 2-man game here. Here comes Michael Porter Jr. set a screen. Morris with a tough shot with 1 second left on the shot
Oh, and
clock.
he gets
No
the
good.
rebound.
Oh, Plumlee. Offensive rebound, Plumlee on Jeff Green. Oh, and a nice post move. Can't finish another rebound. And finishes that time. Plumlee. Mason Plumlee with some nice footwork there and some offensive rebounding. Timeout Rockets again.
And if you're the Rockets here, big game, what's your answer to this awful offensive stretch by them?
Well, obviously they've missed some open shots if you're the Rockets. I mean, these shots were going down the first 2 games. Russell Westbrook struggling so far. Eric Gordon missed a 3. Harden hasn't scored as much as you'd like him to, and that's been their struggle so far. They've just missed open shots. Got to continue to take them, and Mike D'Antoni, will let it fly. He'll let him shoot it. Jeff Green open 3 here, no good. Quarter in the quarter to Morris. Morris tries dribbles in. 7 seconds now left in the first quarter. Gets it to Porter. Back to Craig. Back to Morris with 1 second. Fires a 3. No good. And Denver will be up 8 here. 14-6 at the end of the first quarter in Game 3 in Houston. Houston leads the series 2-0.
And we are back in Houston as the Rockets are down 14-6 in this game early. The Nuggets finally are getting their game plan here as Jamal Murray and Jokic have been working well together. Oh, what a pass to Porter, but great defense by Ben McLemore. Brody, we saw the Rockets sign Ben McLemore surprisingly for their bench. What do you have to say about a great slashing shooting guard like Ben McLemore, who's kind of fallen apart in his career? What do you say to him to carve out a role in Houston?
Well, obviously, I believe he's already carved out a role as Houston's memo is shoot threes and just play some defense. And McLemore fits that mold as he's a scorer, not much of a defender, but he can defend enough. And that's what Houston's memo is again, Denver scores there to reach a double-digit point lead up 10 here at the start of the second quarter.
And Jeff Green finally knocks down a wide open three for Houston. It's been a struggle. Monte Morris with a
Morris with a
floater.
floater, no good.
He's been ice cold since his and one. And the Denver Nuggets are going to bring back Jamal Murray and Jokic. And Russell Westbrook's going to come out of the break shooting a three once again. Wow, he is shooting a lot in this game.
Oh, and a nice finish there by Michael Porter Jr. Denver extends the lead again.
Eric Gordon for three.
Here,
He hits
Gordon.
it.
Oh, okay. They're answering here shot for shot. Denver's offense starting to kind of get clicking here a little bit.
And it's just been only Houston threes as their shot selection. So all 12 of their points are off threes. Here comes Jokic. Off the screen for Craig. Can't hit. Houston trying to find their offense as Russell Westbrook throws it down.
Westbrook, he gets by his old teammate Jeremy Grant, throws down a one-hand slam. And that is the first or second time you've seen Russell Westbrook slash to the rim tonight or try to take it in the paint. He shot many threes tonight and has not converted on most of them.
If you're Denver, you got to go to the big man Jokic with the mismatch. They're not going to have time. Grant has to put up the shot. He does. Goes to Jokic.
Oh, Jokic gets the board, though. Jokic rebound. Reverse lays it in.
See if Russell Westbrook has an answer. He takes the layup. Can't hit. There's the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 3 for 12. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. He's taken 12 shots. Unbelievable.
Oh, another tough shot by Jimmy Grant. Rolls out.
And he takes another
Westbrook
three.
Again for three. No good.
His 13th shot of the game. Oh, and a great pass. Grant throws it down.
Great pass there by Jamal Murray. Finds Grant down low, who throws it down and hangs on the rim for a bit.
James Harden gets fouled but cannot make the layup. And with Russell Westbrook struggling, do you point to his teammate James Harden to step up in this one big game?
Yes, I do. James Harden then needs to step up if Houston wants any chance of this game. Either that or they're going to have to hit threes, but they've not shown that so far. Oh, Covington with the block.
Russell
The
Westbrook coming
shooting
down the
low trip. Oh,
lane.
Westbrook starts again. Can't finish
Misses.
again.
3 for 14. Nuggets trying to find someone open as Will Barton. Oh, he does! What a cut by Murray.
Murray.
Rockets shooting abysmal. 5 for 23 in the first half. 22%. Russell Westbrook, though,
Westbrook
hits.
mid-range. Got it.
You know, the fact that the Rockets are only down 6 in this game, though, is very surprising. If you're Mike D'Antoni, you're not in the worst situation if your team can heat up, which you know they're capable of.
Oh,
Oh, Jokic
Jokic,
gets
another
another.
offensive rebound by Jokic. He's been a man on the offensive boards tonight is Jokic, and he's been able to finish most of the layup attempts after as well.
And if they're not going to pass him the ball, that's going to be the only way he can score. Russell Westbrook, another shot. He hits it. He is not afraid to shoot
Westbrook all of a
tonight.
sudden, Westbrook now has hit his last couple of shots, and obviously shooters shoot, and Westbrook has been shooting all night and is finally getting in a little bit of a rhythm here to end this first half.
But Jokic is going to have the fadeaway. No, he passes it out. Step back. Can't hit it. And Denver will be up 26-21 at halftime. We're going to get over to our halftime stats. As Denver's controlled most of the time, as Houston struggled to shoot in this one, or I should say Russell Westbrook has. He may have made his last 2 shots before halftime, but he's put up a lot of shots in this one and scored 13 points. The Rockets overall shooting 28%. And look at the rebounds. Do you have to say that's from the offensive boards from Jokic or all the misses out of the Rockets? Big game.
Well, you probably have to say a lot of that is the offensive boards from Jokic. I mean, 8 of them, I'd say about half of those have been offensive rebounds, which have really, that's what has the Nuggets this lead. And obviously, they had a lot bigger lead than this. And for the Rockets, Westbrook obviously hit a couple shots there at the end of the quarter. Struggled shooting the ball in the first half, but maybe got some rhythm going there, and we'll see if he brings that out into the third quarter. And we'll see if the Rockets can come back and sweep this series.
We're going to get the second half started here as the Nuggets lead 26-21 in Houston. Game 3. They must win this game to extend the series to a Game 4 as they're down 2-0. And what's your goals for the second half if you're a Nuggets fan, big game?
Well, I think you have to go. Oh, as Murray hits a 3 off a screen there, big shot to start the second half for Denver. You need to continue what you were doing in the first half, shooting the ball. Obviously, they just ran a great play for Murray there. They did a lot of those in the first half, and they succeeded on him or getting the ball down low. Jokic offensive rebounding is Harden hits a step back 3 now, matches that, and all of a sudden, the Rockets, Harden and Westbrook have kind of woken up here.
Another one of the keys to the first half was the playmaking. Oh, and Russell Westbrook fouls Jokic going up for a layup. The playmaking by the Nuggets in the first half, 7 assists. Oh, and he misses the free throw. And he knocks down the second. The passing by the Nuggets on the first half was very good on cuts down the middle. James Harden wide open. He takes the 3. Can't knock it down. That continues that rebound difference as it's now up to 11 rebound difference and 4 on the offensive rebound game. Tough shot by Jamal Murray. Can't hit. Oh, and it's blocked by Jokic.
Blocked there by Jokic. Jokic drives.
He
Can't finish over Covington.
It's going to be a loose ball foul on Paul Millsap off that rebound. Big game, what do you think about this move by the Rockets pulling James Harden, Russell Westbrook early as we're not even 2 minutes into the third quarter and they've already taken him out. Oh, and Eric Gordon in the face of Will Barton can't knock it down.
Well, I would guess obviously they played a lot there in the second quarter. Maybe think a little bit of rest, or he's playing a game here with Denver, trying to match Jokic and Jamal Murray being off the court.
Paul Millsap knocks it on the fadeaway. He's been pretty absent in this series so far. Any buckets out of him in the second half would be huge for the Nuggets. Monte Morris in the paint. He gets a foul. We saw Morris miss his first free throw in the first half as he missed on an and one attempt. He misses his second here as he's 1 for 3 in this one.
In Denver, you got to keep scoring the ball. I'm not sure, or make your free throws. I'm not sure why they're struggling so much in free throws here. Maybe it's being away from home, but it's not looked good here so far shooting free throws for Denver.
And would you say the Nuggets defense has improved this game? Or is it just lucky how the Rockets have shot so far today?
I think the Rockets have really just shot poorly in this game. I haven't, and obviously Denver shot better than they did in the first two games, as they shot miserable in the first two games. So that helped them out a little bit, which you figured. You didn't think Denver was gonna shoot that poorly 3 games in a row. As Millsap again inside scores that time.
Nuggets have their biggest lead of the game as they're up 11. Second foul on the block. And big game, we know Eric Gordon's been a 6-man of the year candidate. Who else on the Rockets bench is key for you to them making a comeback in this game?
Jeff Green took a couple of threes in the first half, and I believe he shot 1 for 3. But Jeff Green is a big key for them if he can play defense on Mason Plumlee, as he was the big man out there off the bench, and obviously he can score the bucket as Millsap scores yet again down low. Millsap on a 6-0 run here by himself. His only 6 points, all in the third quarter here in the last minute.
This is something we saw of his Atlanta Hawks days, being able to spread the floor and go down low. He's really showing up here in the third quarter in this must-win game for the Nuggets. Oh, and it's all stolen again, but Houston hangs onto it. Can't hit.
Oh, and that one rolls out. Rockets just continuing to struggle shooting here.
Craig over to the hot hand and Millsap. He's going to shoot again. He can't make it, but he gets the rebound.
Offensive
Misses again and
rebound
again.
fouled.
He gets it.
Offensive rebound
And he
again,
makes
and he
it.
finishes that time. Paul
Wow.
Millsap now, 8-0 run. Denver up 15.
And Houston has only scored 3 points in the past 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Unbelievable how bad the shooting's been for Houston. Russell Westbrook in the post. He's going to get double teamed for James Harden. Wide open three. Can hit. This Rockets crowd is not happy with their team. 17 differential in rebounds, as the shooting can clearly be pointed to that. Oh, and he hits the shot. James Harden with the hand in his face. And this is up to an 18-point lead for Denver. And big game, are we going to see this performance repeat again this series? Or are we going to see a close game or even a Houston win in game 4, you think?
Well, I hope that we see a close game as we've mostly seen blowouts in the series, and if the Rockets can't have a nice fourth quarter here, we're going to see another blow. Oh, a Harden three. There were 3.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cuts in that lead a little bit. We'll see if they can get some more of that going here in the fourth. As three-quarter score shot is no good by Morris.
Denver will lead by 17 going into the fourth, 44-27. We'll be back soon. We're back in Houston as Houston leads this series, but we're going to have our State Farm assist of the game first. Michael Porter Jr. passes it off to Monte Morris, and he hits the and one over Jeff Green. Tough finish, but he makes it off the nice pass. And Houston leads the series 2-0 right now, but they are down 17 here in a game 3. We were expecting this to be a close game, but Denver has really showed out for an wouldn't even say above average performance, just the game we expected out of them. But the
Yeah,
Rockets
this is what we
continue.
expected. This is what we expected for Denver the whole series, and obviously they didn't show this in the first two games at home. Jokic fouled down low, and obviously Russell Westbrook having his most disappointing game so far in the series. You know they're gonna have some of those games every once in a while. An MVP can't be perfect every night. As a former MVP, Russell Westbrook knows that, and obviously he struggled here in Game 3, and that speaks to volume of why they are down big here in Game 3 at home.
And I'd say it's even more inevitable that the Rockets have one of these games as they rely so much on the 3-point game and their two stars that a series can't go perfectly every time. But if they would have won this series 3-0, would have been unbelievable against the 3 seed Nuggets. But I think they're still feeling very confident going into game 4 up 2-1 at this point. We'll see if the Nuggets can continue their offenses. They've got a lot of offensive rebounds out. Jokic, he already has a double-double in this game. He's not, no, he's going to go in the post and hit a lefty layup. Nice shot out, Jokic. And you see the difference between the two stars there. 13 points is the team leader for the Nuggets, yet he's only taken 5 shots. Oh, but Russell Westbrook hits 6 for 20 now.
Oh, and another finish there by Gary Harris.
And Mike D'Antoni just can't see anymore as it's 50-30 in the fourth quarter, 4:30 to go. Nuggets embarrassing the Rockets on the Rockets home court. Very poor performance out of the Rockets. Big game. If you're starting off game 4 for the Rockets offensive game plan, are you going to go to Russell Westbrook as much, or do you want to see James Harden step up as he's been pretty absent as well in this game and most of the series?
Well, I think you'd like to see a little bit more James Harden. Obviously, Russell Westbrook was very aggressive in that first quarter and has been throughout this game as he has the whole series. The shots just weren't falling here in this game 3, but I'd hope to expect a little bit more of James Harden taking the shots, bringing the ball up, being the point guard in game 4.
And how much of a momentum breaker is this for the Rockets as they just blew out the Nuggets 2 games in a row and just can't come out and perform on their home court? And if you're the Nuggets, is that the opposite effect where now you have the momentum in this series?
Well, maybe a little momentum has shifted. I don't think it's all changed though. Obviously, the Nuggets are still at in a win or go home mode. Um, but I think for the Rockets, they just didn't shoot the ball well tonight. They did in the first 2 games, and Denver shot the ball very well tonight after the first quarter there, and you know that's been their answer. They just have really struggled to contain Russell Westbrook in this series, and so far tonight they've done it pretty well. Forcing him to take a lot more threes than he has in the series. Don't get me wrong, he's taken 5 or 6 threes a game, but tonight he's taken a couple more than that, it feels like, and That's he's missed him and it's cost the Rockets and it's helped out Denver.
Great point there, big game. Russell Westbrook here for his second free throw, and he knocks it down. About 3:10 left here in the fourth quarter. We may see some changes.
Oh, Owen Murray is fouled on a three by Covington there. I believe that was a three. We'll see if it's a two or three. Murray on a step back there gets fouled. Oh, it looks like it was a deep two with his foot on the line, a little bit over the line.
And if you're a Nuggets fan, how happy are you if you finally got Jamal Murray and Jokic to show up in this game, and even Paul Millsap as a wild card factor in this one? If you're
Yeah,
if you're a Nuggets fan, go ahead, yeah.
Paul Millsap really took over this third quarter, really extended the Nuggets' lead, and then that was a big key for them, as he really hasn't done much this series and has been pretty quiet. And obviously, I'd say he's the third star on this team behind Jokic and Murray, and you'd expect him to be a potential star that he has shown he can be with Atlanta.
Yeah, and I think the Nuggets really have been surprised by how bad of a contract that's turned out to be. He signed a 3-year, $90 million deal after his time with the Hawks, and he's been injured a lot of that time. And his time in the playoffs has been about average, but this is the type of performance you need out of him.
Yeah, this is the yes, they need the key word there. They needed it out of him. Um, it's now you can't say much about the Rockets. Like I said, they've missed open shots. Gordon hits the open three there, but it's a tough loss to swallow for the Rockets. But you move on. You say we're still up 2-1 in the series. We need another win. We can have the win at home in Game 4, and try not to let this go back to Denver tied up at 2-2.
And big game, if this series ends up going back to Denver, how worried are you if you're a Rockets fan?
Well, I think you're pretty worried because depending on how that game goes, you need Russell Westbrook and James Harden to feel pretty good about themselves going into a game deciding or series deciding game, and that's what I would look at. You'd have to hope the threes are falling, and in Denver, you've played well there before. If it goes back to Denver, you played well there before. You just gotta stick back to what you did in games 1 and 2.
That's a great point. As Jamal Murray takes the mid range, go right back to him for another one. He can't hit, but Jokic is there, and he has been on fire this game and lays in another. Oh, but James
Oh,
Harden says he's
oh,
not done yet.
Harden mad at this game 3 loss with a minute left, throws down a jackhammer of a posterizer there over the Nuggets.
And big game, that percentage might be the lowest we've seen in the playoffs so far. Oh, Jokic with a nice finger roll. That might be the lowest total we've seen, 29% for the game. And like you said, it's been a lot of wide open shots, and it's been a lot of misses by their two stars. It's just a tough game for the Rockets, and you know they're going to come out in game 4 in a much better performance. It can't get any lower than this at 29% in the playoffs.
No, you think it would, not 29% for the Rockets, very tough. As you saw there, Jokic up to 19 points here tonight with 10 in this quarter. Oh, make it 12 in this quarter on two and a jam and up to 21 in the game. And Jokic has really shown out tonight after he was pretty invisible in games 1 and 2. He's really shown out here in game 3, made his presence known. He's had a great night offensively and defensively, and has really led the charge here for Denver to get this win.
It seems like the Nuggets are going to dribble this out as they should win 62-44 to bring this to a 2-1 lead now for the Rockets. And we're going to head over to the post-game show as Denver wins 62-44 on the home court of the Houston Rockets to extend this one to a Game 4. We look at our box score. Russell Westbrook, 25 shots in a 6-minute quarter game. 15 threes. Unbelievable shooting. The field goal percentage is not there, obviously, but I can't believe he took this many shots, even as an announcer. Like, it's just unbelievable. And James Harden, only 6 shots. You can't have that. You're not telling Russell Westbrook not to shoot, obviously, as you said, big game, but it's just a tough performance to swallow. Anything else on the Rockets side, big game?
Like you said, it is tough to swallow. Obviously, Russell Westbrook 22 points again, but shooting 15 threes and shooting 8 of 25 from the field is not what you'd like to see. Obviously, he shot a lot better in the first 2 games, and it was a tough shooting game for the Rockets.
Yeah, and that obviously showed as only 4 Rockets scored in this game. Unbelievable. And we go to the Nuggets side. That was the performance we've been waiting for. Nikola Jokic, 21 points, 16 rebounds. He missed 1 shot, 1 free throw. He even put in a block. And Jamal Murray, 4 for 10. I think you'll take that as a Nuggets fan. And that Paul Millsap run really settled this game off for a Nuggets win. Big game, what do you think about the Nuggets win in Game 3?
Well, Jokic really showed out. Had a similar game to Embiid in Game 2 when the 76ers beat the Celtics. 21, 16, and 2. Obviously didn't have as many blocks as Embiid did that game, I believe, but still an incredible performance by Jokic. He really, in that fourth quarter, scoring 12 of his 21. Murray, as you said, shot 4 for 10. Not great, but he added in the points that you needed. And Millsap, we said, was the key in the third quarter there, going on that 8-0 run by himself. And he helped the Rockets extend and keep that lead at around the 20-point range.
And yet again, another team stays alive on the road as the Nuggets will bring this to a Game 4. And tomorrow we will have 4 more games for you as that's our final from Houston. The Nuggets win 62-44. And the Houston Rockets lead the series 2-1. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.